G'day guys, welcome to my Nrl feature video. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about NRL's Round 24's predictions for 2022 guys. Let's get started. So starting off with this first game of this match, we see the Broncos going up against my Parramatta Eels. This game will be one final away game, which will be at Brisbane. This one will be a very tough one, as usually Brisbane Broncos can make a very good potential of a win, but sometimes Parramatta Eels like to regain possession and attack. But we have a really good record against Brisbane Broncos up at Suncorp Stadium, and we know for a fact because we always win at that game and at that stadium. This one's going to be a tough one. This one will be a very tough game, as the Broncos have lost against the Melbourne Storm. They want to look back and want to regain possession, and they want to get payback for what they obviously suffered through against the Melbourne Storm. So the Parramatta Eels need to aim up in their defence and their attack if this one is going to be one cracker of a game. A couple of changes have been made, so no Selwyn Cobbo. He has been rested for the finals, which you've got Jordan Pereira on the number 19 for the number 5 position. This one's going to be real tough, as a couple of the changes have been made. So obviously, no Ryan James, and then you got I think Patrick Carrigan on that number 16 position. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, I think it is, because the last time I read it did say number 16 to the number 13 lock for the Broncos team. But this one's going to be a hard one. This one's going to be a tough one. So I'm going to go with the Parramatta Eels by 12 points in this game. This one's going to be real tough and real hard and really good of a potential win for the Parramatta Eels to win against the Brisbane Broncos in that Suncorp Stadium. The next game of this match, we see the Panthers going up against the Warriors. Now this one will be another really good game, as no Jamin Salmon in that match, because that means Jerome Luai is back from the hamstring injury which he has suffered in a couple of weeks. So what I presume is you still got Dylan Edwards, Jerome Luai, but no Nathan Cleary, as he's still suspended for the high shot against Dylan Brown against the Parramatta Eels in that game. So he will be still out, but he will be coming back for the finals. So stay tuned for that. But obviously, in this game, you've got now Jerome Luai and Sean O'Sullivan. So Sean O'Sullivan needs to regain possession with obviously Jerome Luai in that side back from injury. So this one will be another big thrashing, as Jerome Luai is the key, because Jerome Luai really makes the Panthers run with the ball, run with possession, run with attack, and run with defense. This one will be a very easy game, as the Warriors are on $13 and the Panthers are on $3. This one will be an easy top game, as the Panthers will definitely win against the Warriors in this match. This one, for the Warriors, they've been suffering through a lot, and I know for a fact that I feel so sorry for this team, as they are really suffering with blows to no Yuan Aiken, Lisa Katoa, goes in that number 11 position, which means he'll be wearing that number 16 jersey for the team. As what I presume, I did say that the Panthers will definitely win, and they will. So I'm going to go with the Panthers by 24 points in this game. This one will be a high thrashing of a game. This one will be a high scoring game, and definitely the Panthers will win. The next game of this match, we see the Storm going up against the Sydney Roosters. Again, the Melbourne Storm are $1.55 and the Roosters are on $2.45. This one will be a very tough game, as no Tyrone Wishart, as he will be out for the season. So you got Chris Lewis into that number 14 position and for that team. Nick Meaney is still the fullback, as you've got James Tedesco into that fullback side for the team. The Roosters made a big win last week against West Tigers, 72-6, and for the Storm, thrashing the Broncos last week, 60-12. I wouldn't think that this one could maybe like a field goal match. I could see this one being a really good game. Cameron Munster will play a really good match. He is the key, because obviously no Cameron Munster, no Melbourne Storm at all. And without him, things won't go their way. And without no Jerome Hughes, things won't go their way. So, what I presume, this one will be a tough game. This one will be a hard game, as the Roosters are a really good team, but I just think not enough pressure will defeat the Storm, obviously in Amy Park. So, I'm going to go with the Melbourne Storm by 6 points in this game, but this one I would not presume. I'm going to add this one for number 7 actually. I'm going to go with the Melbourne Storm by number 7, and I reckon they'll score a try, but that means Roosters will score a try and Cameron Munster to kick that field goal in that game to a win for the Melbourne Storm. The next game of this match, we see the Raiders going up against the Manly Sea Eagles. Now, wow, this game will be one of the most epic games of this match. This game obviously will be a really good match, as the Manly Sea Eagles, because obviously they're not a very good team. Obviously they're not a huge threat to the side, and yeah, they're not, because they've gotten thrashed last week, 40-6 by Cronulla Sharks. And they would look to find pressure in their team. And what I presume though, as this game could go either way, because the Manly Sea Eagles are a really good team. As I looked to defy that the Manly Sea Eagles do have a really good team, but it's just how they would go about things, because they are struggling. They won't win. Raiders will. This game will go either way. This game is definitely for the Raiders. And so, what I predict, what I would say, no Nick Kotrick, so Albert Hopewate goes into that number 2 with the 23 jersey into that side for the team, as he has been playing for obviously number 2, the winger, and number 1, the fullback. So, and what I presume in this game, I'm going to go with the Raiders by 12 points in this match, and this one will be a very hard game, because the Raiders are another team that aren't a very good team. So yeah, this one will be a very hard game. The next game of this match, we see the Sharks going up against the Bulldogs. Now, this game is going to be real tough and real hard, as what I presume. But no Connor Tracy, as Jesse Ramian goes in that number 3 position for the team. Siasa Fatalikai goes in that number 4 position for the team. But for the Bulldogs, Jacob Krez as still number 2 position. But what I presume in this game, the Bulldogs, they got thrashed last week against my Parramatta Eels. Thank God they did. And for the Bulldogs to obviously verse against the Sharks, they will need defense. They will need attack. Because obviously with Matt Burton going up against Matt Moylan is an entertainer. He is a superstar, talented, good player for the team. Matt Burton needs to look and control how the way the Bulldogs are. Because at the moment, the Bulldogs are struggling. They're another team that they will struggle. They were really good in the season, midway, but they're now fallen back below, fallen back behind, and yeah, they're just not a very good team at the moment, and they're struggling real bad. So I'll be surprised if they do win, big upset. So what I assume in this game, we'll look at it this way: the Sharks are $1.07 and the Bulldogs are on $9. And so this game will be a very good match, as the Sharks, I reckon they will win. So I'm going to go with the Sharks by 18 points in this game. This one will be a good one. The next game of this match, we see the Rabbitohs going up against the Cowboys. Now, this one will be another epic game. This one will be another epic clash, as the Rabbitohs are a really good team. They've got two players out, which Isaac Thompson goes in for Jackson Paulo, and Daniel Silica Fafita goes in for, I think, Thomas Burgess in for the team. So what I think in this game, also the Cowboys, Tom Dearden is out due to a ruptured testicle, as he will be switched by Scott Drinkwater. So Scott Drinkwater will be going into number 6, as Hamiso Tabuai-Fidel goes in that number 1 position. What I think about this game is this one will be a really good clash, as the Rabbitohs are $1.60 and Cowboys are $2.60. But I just think that what the Cowboys would do is how the way they play with, like, obviously Chad Townsend, Scott Drinkwater, Peter Hiku, Kyle Felt, you name it. Like, with those players, they're absolute superstars in the team. Chad Townsend really runs the show for the Cowboys, and without him, the Cowboys will fall down below and they won't go into the finals at all. Which I know for a fact that I'm glad to see Chad Townsend steering the Cowboys in real good shape and form. Which I think that the Cowboys will do very well in the finals. So, in my prediction, I'm going to go with the Rabbitohs by 6 points in this game. This one will be really tough and real hard, but the Rabbitohs will just win by 6 points, only by a try. The next game of this match, we see the West Tigers going up against the Dragons. Now, this game will be a really tough and hard game, which the West Tigers need to aim up in their defence and their attack, because what they are doing is just poor work, attack, defence, and what they are playing up against different teams. Very disappointing by West Tigers, and they aren't a very good team at all. They obviously will be playing like 2 games of football, and then, yeah, that's it for them, because they're just not a very good team at the moment. And they also got like 2 rounds, so 1 more round next week. So, yeah, they just aren't a very good team, and they need to regroup, get them help, and yeah, they're just falling down below and falling down behind. So West Tigers need to aim up in their offense and their attack, because the Dragons are a very good team. But it's a matter of time for them that they aren't a very good team at all, and they are another team that just, like, they're a team that can go in the 8, but they're not like a top 4 team. And so, like, with losing players for them, they just aren't a very good team at all. So, in my prediction, I'm going to go with the Dragons by 12 points in this game. This one will be a very tough game against the West Tigers. And finally, the next game of this match, we see the Titans going up against the Newcastle Knights. Now, this game will be one of the most epic games of football. These two sides aren't a very good team at all. They're struggling with possession, attack, and their defence. The Knights are hopeless, so is the Titans. But the Titans are $1.45 and the Newcastle Knights are $2.75. This one will be a very hard game as they are losing players. No Patrick Herbert, that means Philip Sammy goes in that number 4 position for the team. And I just think that the Titans need to aim up in their possession and attack, because obviously they're not a very good team at all, and for that, the Newcastle Knights, they're the same too. They are hopeless, they can't win games of football, and they just, I don't know what to say. Which I assume they are speechless. And I am too. So, my prediction for this one, I think Tanner Boyd will play a very good game. And the Newcastle Knights, I think Adam Clune will play a very good game, and so will Dominic Young. I'm not too sure if he is playing or not, but I think he is. So in this match, I'm going to go with the Titans by 12 points in this game. The Newcastle Knights will struggle in this match, and Titans will only win by 12 in that game. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Stay tuned for more. I'll be doing a couple of videos coming to you guys soon. Also, I'll be doing more videos coming to you guys soon, so stay tuned for more. Plus, leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and for this video. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, take care, guys. Stay safe and have a good one. Plus, let's get up to 300 subscribers, sitting on 274 anyway. So let's get up to that. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care.